This training will discuss the appropriate formulation of dates. There are 4 types of dates that archivists can record. They are date of creation, date of record-keeping activity, date of publication, and date of broadcast. Dates of creation are the dates that the materials were originally created or that an event or image was captured. This type of date is most often utilized to describe manuscript materials. Dates of record-keeping activity are the dates when the unit being described was created, assembled, accumulated, and/or maintained and used. When dates of creation and dates of record-keeping activity are the same, record only the dates of creation. Dates of creation and dates of record-keeping activity are recorded according to the rules of Describing Archives, a content standard. Dates of publication and dates of broadcast are most commonly recorded when describing materials at the item level. Dates of publication are recorded if the materials being described are commercially issued or mass-produced. Dates of broadcast are the dates on which moving image materials or sound recordings were broadcast on television or radio. These dates are recorded according to companion standards. Please consult the manuscript's cataloger for further information. There are several general guidelines to follow when recording dates. If the identified date is not of the Gregorian or Julian calendar, record the date as found and follow it with the year of the Gregorian or Julian calendar in parentheses. Specify the name of the calendar in a note. Years should be recorded in Western-style Arabic numbers. For example, if the materials are Chinese and the date is 2628, then you would record 2628 and place the Gregorian date 1968 in parentheses and explain in a note that the date recorded was from the Chinese calendar. It is important to remember that dates can be recorded as a range of dates or as a single date. Always record the inclusive dates of the materials being described. Inclusive dates are comprised of the earliest and latest dates in the materials at hand. When describing collections that will be receiving periodic accruals, you will record the inclusive dates pertaining to the materials that have already been donated. For example, you receive the personal papers of Albert Einstein Smith and the materials date from 1973 to the present. You know that Mr. Smith will be donating more materials regarding his current activities in the near future. The inclusive dates recorded for the collection should be 1973 to 2009 and not 1973 and ongoing. The dates of component parts of a collection must fall within the date range of the collection to which it pertains. For example, if the collection dates are 1845 to 1906, then the series dates should fall within that range. An acceptable series date range would be 1867 to 1900. Unacceptable series date ranges would be 1803 to 1847 or 1847 to 1910. When the majority of the materials in a collection fall within a date range that differs significantly from the inclusive dates of the collection, you will need to record bulk dates. For example, the earliest and latest dates in the collection are 1783 and 1875, but the majority of the material consists of correspondence from 1861 to 1872. In this case, you would record the inclusive dates as 1783 to 1875 and then indicate that the bulk of the material is from 1861 to 1862 as shown on the screen. The Perry Special Collection specifies these dates by using the term bulk. It is important to note that you will never have bulk dates by themselves. They will always be preceded by inclusive dates. Inclusive dates are always separated by a hyphen. Multi-year date spans should include only the year. Multi-month spans within the same year should include both the year and the months. Estimated dates and date ranges should be preceded by a qualifier. In the Perry Special Collections, the qualifier that is generally used is approximately. Other date qualifications may also be used, such as before or probably. Exact dates should always take the form year, month, day. For example, 1972, September 21, or 1865, April 5, or 2009, July 27. Significant gaps in the record should be recorded as separate date entries. Indicate when no date is available. This should be done on a very limited basis. Identify the decade or century if possible, or use the term date not identified for materials for which dates are unavailable. Dates need to be normalized in order to make them computer searchable. The acceptable date normalization forms in the Perry Special Collections are single years, years with months, exact dates. This is the preferred normalization for exact dates in the Perry Special Collections. If you have any questions, please consult your curator.